Hello, boys and girls, welcome back. So, we were discussing strategic management, and now let us start with new chapter, which is chapter number 4. So, chapter 4 onwards, as I said in my previous video also, we will be talking about strategy formulation. So, chapter 4 talks about strategy formulation at top level. That's the reason the name of the chapter is corporate level strategies. And then we have something called business level strategy, which is chapter number 5. And then bottom level management formulates something called functional level strategy. So next 4, 5, 6 will be emphasizing on formulation of strategies. So without wasting any time, let's start chapter number 4, which talks about corporate level strategies. Now, when you see the intro page, you will be finding something, a heading goes, which talks about classification of strategies. Now, so classification of strategies, ICA has done on various parameters. Parameter number one, they say it can be done based on level of the management, or it can be done based on product life cycle stage, or it can be done on the basis of competitions. Okay, now, so what they exactly meant by this, let us try to understand. Now, sir, I'll just take one example for your better understanding. Say, for example, we have persons like men, women, Indian, Chinese, Hindu, Muslim, old, young. Okay, now, so now my question to you people is, all these things I have written, sir. What exactly I meant by this? So this is just nothing but classification. Classification of what? A human being. How did I do this classification, sir? Maybe first you can say based on gender. So based on gender, you get what, sir? Men or women. Next is maybe based on country of origin or based on country. So can I say Indian, Chinese? Then I have done classification based on religion, Hindu, Muslim. Next I have done classification based on age, old, young. So in other words, what I want to talk about is all these are human beings or not? Yes, all these are human beings. All these people are human beings. Only thing is the way we are classifying them. In the same manner, what here they are trying to say, sir, here also strategies. All these are strategies only. How we are classifying? Maybe based on level of management. Maybe based on stage of business life cycle. Maybe based on competition. Okay, now is this important from exam point of view? Answer is no. It is for your understanding. Now, any strategy, if it is formulated by top level, then it is called corporate level strategy. Can I say here you have classified the strategy based on level of management? Similarly, based on product life cycle. Now business life cycle bolo ya product life cycle bolo, sir. Now here what I will do is I will keep this on hold. Why? Next answer which we are going to understand, you will easily understand how we can classify strategies based on product life cycle. And third is based on competition. So competitive strategies are there like cost leadership, differentiation, etc. This we are going to study in next chapter. This we are going to study in next chapter. Which part we are going to study in next chapter, sir? The above part, sir. Now anyway, collaboration strategies are nothing but expansion strategies. Collaboration strategies are nothing but what's the expansion. Now why do companies do go for merger or acquisition? Can I say most important thing is to avoid competition. Collaboration strategies matlab what, sir? We are merging with another company. Reason for this is to reduce the competition. Agreed or not, sir? So can I say merging with another company, that is also one strategy. Merging with another company, acquiring another company, sir, that is also a strategy. And can I say this strategy is taken into consideration looking at the competition. Hence we can say strategy can be classified on the basis of competition also, sir. Okay, so abhi ke liye just ek understanding you should have कि strategies can be classified either on the basis of level of management, or on the basis of competition, or on the basis of stage of product in product life cycle or business. Clear? Now, so now starts your most important things, which talks about grand strategy or corporate strategy alternatives or strategies formulated by Gluick and Jock. Okay, they are also called as directional strategies. Okay, sometimes we also name this as master strategy, or you can say generic strategy. Okay, now from here you can write along with me also, sir, and it is important for you to write along with me. Okay, now, so what we are going to understand, sir. So corporate level strategy is what we have to understand. Or okay, now these corporate level strategies who have explained in a better manner. So two persons named Gluick and Jock. So these are the two persons who have formulated corporate level strategy. Now, when they have formulated corporate level strategies, they have taken something as base. And what is that something as base, sir? Stage of business in business life cycle, or stage of product in product life cycle. इसलिए what is the point I will write, sir? All the strategies, all the strategies, all the strategies, all this formulated by Gluick and Jock are are based on based on stage of stage of business in business life cycle. I already told you, sir, in previous chapter, second chapter, may we have already studied if product life cycle, if at all, instead of product, if you are putting business in that diagram, then that will be called as business life. Even in business also, we have introduction stage, we have expansion stage, that is growth stage, we have maturity, we have decline. So if that graph is for product, then that is called product life cycle. If that graph is for business, then that is called business life. I hope you understand this point, sir. So one clarity what we got is all the strategies which are formulated by Mr. Louis and Mr. Job, which are also called as corporate level strategies or generic strategies or grand strategies or directional strategies, all these are taking something as base. And what is that something as base? Stage of business where in the business life cycle. In other words, depending upon the stage in business life cycle, your strategy will vary. Okay. So next point was, now I hope up to here you might have written along with me. If not, you may pause the video and then write it down. Okay, I hope you might have written this. So now the question is, what are those strategies? So they have formulated four strategies. They matlab Gluick and Jog has formulated four strategies. And are all these strategies corporate level strategy? Answer is okay. So one is something called stability strategy. Next is something called growth oblique expansion strategy. Then there is something called retrenchment strategy. And then you have something called combinations. You have combination strategy. Okay. So all these four strategies are considering what as a base stages of stage of business in BLC, that is business life cycle. Okay, very good. Now, so stability by the name itself, you understand. We don't look for further growth. We are satisfied with what we have. Expansion or growth, meaning we want to expand. Retrenchment, here we are not increasing the size of the firm, Here, more or less, we are trying to do downsizing. What do you mean by downsizing, sir? Coming down. Not every time, but sometimes we are thinking about downside. And then we have something called combination strategy. What is combination strategy? Whenever a particular company adopts two or more of these strategies together, then that is combination. In other words, in a particular situation, company adopts stability strategy also, expansion strategy also, or expansion and retrenchment, or retrenchment or stability. As a combination में two or more strategies they are adopting, or sometimes they are adopting all three strategies. Then that particular situation may we say it is a combination strategy. It is nothing but mix of two or more of this strategy in a given situation. So exam is sometimes question comes. Strategies proposed by Mr. Gluick and Jock or directional strategies are mutually exclusive. What do you mean by mutually exclusive? If you are adopting one strategy, you cannot adopt another strategy. Is it true? Answer is no, because I told you mix of two or more strategies are possible. So in other words, are they mutually exclusive? No, they are not mutually exclusive. You may write here directional strategies or strategies proposed by Gluick and Job, or generic strategies or master strategies are not mutually exclusive, are not mutually exclusive. Okay, I hope up to here things are clear. Exam point of view, this is very important. Now this is important for theory question also, practical question also, and also from MCQ point of view. So you will find many questions in exam coming from this particular strategy, which is expansion. According to your material, we can do expansion. We can do expansion in two ways. We can do expansion in two ways. Okay? Don't write anything, sir. I will give you a ready-made chart which is there with me. So here they are saying this is something called internal growth, and here they are saying something called it is external growth. Okay, very good, sir. Now, this internal growth, they say you can do further in two ways. Okay, nice. And external growth, you can further do in two ways. More better, sir. So, again, I am telling you, sir, growth oblique expansion, according to our material, it can be done in two ways. One is internal growth, it can be external growth, it can. This internal growth, in turn, can be done in two ways, sir. And external growth, in turn, can be done in other two ways. Sir, here they are calling this as intensification. Here they are calling this as diversification. External growth may they are calling this as mergers and acquisition. And next they talk about strategic alliance. Strategic alliance is like joint ventures we are talking about. Joint venture and strategic alliance. Okay, so that way our material has described them. Now intensification co, they further say they are of these types. Intensification are of these types. Now what are these types? Let's understand. Okay, chaliye. So point A talks about market penetration. Okay, then we have something called product development. Okay, I'm not writing full form. Product develop, full length, product development. And then we have something called market development. Okay, very nice. Okay. So diversification itself is again a bigger topic, sir, which are specified in 4 points. So you have something called concentric diversification. You have something called conglomerate diversification, horizontal integration, horizontal, and then we have something called vertical. You can say vertical integration diversification. This is how you have to pronounce horizontal integration diversification. Again, this vertical may you have something called forward, you have something called backward. Sir, what is this? Very simple way में we are going to understand. Start में तो we are just drawing one chart. एकदम simple way में we are going to understand. Here, mergers and acquisition में what we are going to understand. First, we will understand meaning of merger. Then we will understand meaning of acquisition. Then we will understand why company go for merger or acquisition. Here, direct answer. Many points you can write, but most important point is for synergic benefit. What do you mean by synergic benefit? If at all curiosity levels are very high at the end of our material, you have something called strategic decision. There you can find the meaning. Otherwise, wait for few hours. You will be finding the answer. And then we have something called types of mergers. We have something called types of, okay. Strategic alliance is an individual concept which we will understand. Now, retrenchment is further emphasizing on three aspects. What are those, sir? Point A is talking about turn around strategy. Okay, sir, very good. Next point is talking about divestment strategy. Sorry, and third is talking about liquidation strategy. Okay, sir, nice. And combination is combination. So stability may you need not write anything. Anyway, I will be giving you notes, but internally some classification kind of things are not very. Till now, I did not explain you anything. I just told you what is to be discussed, so that a rough idea you will get. Acha, this is what we have. And good thing is, once we read all these points, this chapter is fasak. We are done with this chapter. Now, whenever I use the word fasak, people in Andhra and Telangana will understand this. Other parts of the states, if they are watching this video, sir, fasak means complete. Now, shall we? Can we go forward, sir? Maybe by this time you might have written this. So if in case you wanted a ready-made chart, even that ready-made chart is also available. So you can see corporate strategy alternative or strategies proposed by Fluick and Jock. How many are there? Four are there, sir. Stability, expansion, retrenchment, copy. Expansion can be further done in two ways. One is internal growth, one is external. Internal growth is further possible in what way? One is intensification, next is diversity. Again, external merger and acquisition, strategic alliance. Intensification is further possible in how many ways? Three ways. Diversification, four ways. Already I have discussed, we have written this. And vertical wala is further possible in two ways, backward and forwards. Retrenchment is further classified in three ways: turnaround, divestment, and liquidation. So, whichever graph you like, whichever diagram you like, you may follow this. So, this graph I have taken from your study material, and that was my chart. Anything which you like is preferable. Okay, so I hope you might have understood this. So now what I will be doing, sir, we will be having separate videos for separate concept. So एक video में we will talk about stability strategy, then we will focus on growth strategy, then we will focus on retrenchment, then combination. So that videos are not lengthy enough and you also do not feel boredom. If hours of videos are there, you cannot develop that interest in. So a brief intro I have given you of this chapter in this particular video. So next video may we will go in details. By this time, you should have understood all these four strategies are corporate strategies, and these strategies are classified on what? Do you think these are classified based on level of management, or these strategies are classified based on stage of business in business life? So answer is this is classified based on stage of business in business life cycle. They are not competitive strategies also. Okay, so can I say now intro में I told you this on hold. Now I guess this hold you might have understood. So whatever strategies which we are going to study now, these are all nothing but classification of strategies based on stage of business. You may also say these are the strategies which are proposed by Mr. Gluick and John. Okay, so next video may we will talk more deep. Thank you very much.